Hey there, welcome. I'm really glad you're here. Take a moment, breathe in slowly, and exhale gently. Okay, let's set aside the noise of the day, the worries trying to tug at the edges of your mind, and just be here, present, softly grounded. Okay. This is your space to pause, to reflect, and maybe even hear something your heart has been longing to remember. Today, we're going to walk through Psalm 27 together. It's a song written in ancient times, but its message still breathes peace into modern hearts. As we listen, let's open ourselves to its meaning, not just the words, but the feeling behind them. Imagine sitting beside a dear friend or under a tree with sunlight filtering through the leaves. That's the kind of stillness we're stepping into. The Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? That opening line, it's like a light in a dark hallway. Have you ever had a moment where fear felt like it was closing in? Maybe in the middle of the night, or when the future seemed too uncertain. This verse gently reminds us there's a light that never goes out. It's a guide who walks ahead of us, a refuge that's stronger than any shadow. When fear comes knocking, and it always does, we can answer with this truth: I'm not alone. I'm not without help. And I'm not without hope. When the wicked advance against me to devour me, it is my enemies and my foes who will stumble and fall. Sometimes the opposition we feel isn't a person, it's anxiety, self-doubt, shame. It's the things that whisper, you're not enough, or you'll never get through this. Those lies, those inner battles, they don't have the final word. They lose their footing when we remember who holds us up. The more we walk in light, the more darkness fades. Though an army besiege me, my heart will not fear. Though war break out against me, even then I will be confident. Have you ever felt surrounded, pressed on every side by stress, loss, responsibilities piling up? This verse is like a deep breath in a storm. It says confidence doesn't come from perfect circumstances. It comes from knowing where your peace is rooted. Imagine standing still while chaos swirls around you, but your heart is anchored. That's what this psalm offers, an unshakable stillness. Not because the storm is small, but because your center is strong. One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek Him in His temple. What's the one thing you really long for? Deep down beneath the goals and distractions. For David, the writer of this psalm, it wasn't wealth, success, or even safety. It was simply this: to be near God, to live in that peaceful, sacred presence every single day. It's a reminder that we're all seeking beauty, not just surface beauty, but something sacred, something that stirs the soul. And it's found in moments of stillness, in quiet prayers, in walking under the stars and whispering, I know you're near. Okay. For in the day of trouble, He will keep me safe in His dwelling. Okay. He will hide me in the shelter of His sacred tent and set me high upon a rock. Okay. There's something so comforting about the idea of shelter, a place to hide when life feels too much. This verse paints a picture of God, not as a distant idea, but as a sanctuary, a sacred space where we can retreat, breathe, cry, rest, and be renewed. And not only does He shelter us, He lifts us. He sets us on a high rock. That means He gives us perspective, a way to see beyond the fear, to remember that trouble may visit, but it doesn't get to stay. Then my head will be exalted above the enemies who surround me. At His sacred tent, I will sacrifice with shouts of joy. I will sing and make music to the Lord. Gratitude shifts the atmosphere, doesn't it? Even before all the problems are fixed, even before the answers come, singing joy, offering thanks, lifts the soul. It's like lighting a candle in the dark, quiet declaration. I still believe good things are coming. That's not denial, it's defiant hope. Hear my voice when I call, Lord, be merciful to me and answer me. This is where the psalm gets personal. Zechariah, real, raw, human moment. Okay, and maybe that's where you are right now. Maybe you've been praying for something and wondering if you've been heard. This verse assures us we are heard. Even the sigh is too deep for words. Mercy meets us in our vulnerability. We don't need perfect prayers. We just need honest ones. My heart says if you seek His face, your face, Lord, I will seek. Have you ever had that quiet inner nudge? It's that feeling deep in your chest that says, there's more? That's your heart calling you home to something real, deeper than distraction, louder than fear. To seek God's face is to long for connection, closeness, not answers, presence. Do you feel it now? That invitation? Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. You have been my helper. Do not reject me or forsake me, God, my Savior. This verse speaks to that fragile place in all of us, the fear of abandonment, the ache of wondering if we've gone too far, failed too much, lost too many chances. But here's the truth. God doesn't leave. Not when we're tired, not when we're angry, not when we feel unworthy. He stays. He saves. He saves. Though my father and mother forsake me, the Lord will receive me. This line, it cuts deep, because sometimes even the people who should have loved us best didn't. Maybe your story includes rejection, neglect, or broken bonds. And maybe you've carried that wound quietly for years, okay? But this verse offers a new truth. You are received, welcomed, embraced, not just tolerated, cherished. You are not alone, even if you felt that way. Teach me your way, Lord. Lead me in a straight path because of my oppressors. When life feels like a maze, when decisions are heavy and outcomes are unclear, this verse becomes a simple prayer. Just show me the next step, not the whole map, just the next light on the path. When we walk with God, we don't need to have it all figured out. We just need to trust the one who walks with us. Do not turn me over to the desire of my foes, for false witnesses rise up against me, spouting malicious accusations. Sometimes the hardest part isn't what's happening outside, it's the voice inside. The accusations that say we're not enough, the lies that rise up when we're tired or discouraged. But we don't have to agree with those voices. We can stand on truth, on grace, on the gentle voice of the one who says, you are mine. I remain confident of this. I will see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Not someday, not only in heaven, but here in the land of the living, in morning coffee, in kind words, in small miracles. This verse reminds us to keep our eyes open because goodness is still here, still moving, still breaking through in unexpected ways. Even when life is hard, beauty still finds us. Wait for the Lord, be strong, and take heart, and wait for the Lord. And we end here with this gentle, steady encouragement. Wait, not with frustration, but with expectation. Like watching the sky before sunrise, knowing the light will come, like planting seeds and believing in the harvest. Waiting isn't passive, it's brave. It's choosing trust over panic, it's faith over fear. So, if you're in a season of waiting, take heart. Be strong. You're not forgotten. You're not overlooked. The story isn't finished. Let these words echo in you today. Let them settle into the quiet places of your spirit and speak peace to your soul. Thanks for spending this time here with me. I hope this gentle walk through Psalm 27 gave you some rest, some comfort, and maybe even a little light for your path. If this brought peace to your heart, feel free to like, subscribe, or share it with someone who might need a breath of fresh air today. Not out of pressure, just as a way to pass along a little peace. Take care, friend. Until next time, you walk gently, stay rooted, and know deep in your bones that you are loved.